Hello everyone, how y'all doing? I'm doing good. I was decided to come on here. I was gonna try these mask out, so I wanted to do it with y'all. And this is the Juicy Couture honey scented sheet mask with collagen and manuka honey. And I also have the under eye. It's from Juicy Couture too, in the same honey and manuka honey. So yeah, I thought I would try these. And I don't have anything in Juicy Couture for the lips, so I'm just using this one I got from the Dollar Tree. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I have a dilemma that I want to talk to y'all about. Okay. Now, I work with another nurse. Okay. So she like it's divided up into, part, or what pod you have or whatever. So I have 4 pods, and then she has the same. But the dilemma is she never wants to do hers that's where the patients that are that may be sick or have something going on. It's an infirmary, that's what it's called. But anyway, she never wants to take care of them in the infirmary. She wants me to take care of them. When I already have 4 that if anything happens in the pod, I'll see them or whatever. So, but the dilemma is she never wants to see the ones in the infirmary. She always tell the officer to call me instead of her going over there seeing them. And so I have 4 pods, and so she only has 1 pod. And so I'm supposed to see hers and mine too, if something happens. So me and her been into it before, because she's the only nurse that does that to me, and at first, when I first started working there, I didn't, how you don't know them. When you start a new job, sometimes you don't know, until when I worked with the other nurses, and they was not, they were doing the infirmary. And when I told them about her, having me to do the infirmary, she said it was like, no. So she has the infirmary. She gives medicine out over there and everything, but she never wants to do them. She always wants to just sit at the nurse's station and just sit there. And on occasion, she done said, when the nurse asked her in report what's going on, she said, oh, I don't know. I just give pills over there. You just give pills over there? Well, who knows? What's going on over there. But anyway, she does that stuff, and it really irks me. And I done, said stuff to her about it or whatever. And it's just like, she don't change. It's just, and see, my thing is this: if they call there and tell me something and I relay it to her, she just like, okay, she don't make a move to go over there and see about them. So my thing is, okay, she ain't making no move to go see about them. I'll go over there and see about them, because my conscience is not going to let me sit up there and not go see them. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to let me just sit up there and just like, oh, she ain't going to see him when I ain't going to go see him. Because one thing about it, if something happened to them, then, you know what I'm saying, we both going to get blamed. They're not going to say, oh, okay, they're not going to not blame me and just blame her. They're going to blame both of us, because it was 2 nurses, and so nobody went over there and seen about the patient. But she does that, and they say she done ran out. Everybody that done worked over there with her, so she done ran them off. Because she, I think to me it's like bullying, trying to make you go over there and do something, when she's supposed to go over there. So the other night, somebody was over there complaining, and so she told the officer to call me after they called her. And so the officer told her, no, I'm not gonna call her. Said, my supervisor told me to call you. And then she said, okay. And then she went farther to tell them to call the medic. And I'm just like, and the thing about it, she's not doing anything. Every time when she wants you to go over there, she's not doing nothing. It ain't like she's busy. Okay, got her hands full. She's busy. Okay, I have no problem with that. You know, if she's busy, go over there. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem going there, period. That's the thing. But if you're not doing anything, why you're not going over there? Why am I going over there? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out how to handle the situation. And then I want to tell the supervisor, but I feel like this. She comes to work, so they ain't going to do nothing about it because she comes to work. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't feel like they're going to do anything about it. Even though I said I am going to go to them, you know, but I still feel like they're not going to say anything or going to say anything to her because she shows up and come to work. Because sometimes in the nursing field, if you show up and come to work, sometimes they don't, you know what I mean, they don't, in the jobs that I work, they don't chastise you or, you know what I mean, or get on you about, she's not doing anything. She's not doing any work. She's not doing nothing, you know, when you complain about it sometimes. And so I'm just really tired of dealing with her and this craziness, you know, and even if I got something going on, like one night I have to take care of the diabetics. So I'm on the way. They called about somebody over there. So I told her on my way out to go see the diabetics. So I told her, so when I came back, I asked her how he was. And she said, I don't know. I thought you wouldn't have seen him. I said, no. I said, I told you that they needed, that somebody was over there complaining. I said, I was on my way to do insulin. And then she going to tell me I need to learn how to, I can't think of the word. Multitask. That's what she said. And so when she said that, I went off on her. And, you know, and thing I told her, you know, why do I need to multitask when you're here? You ain't doing nothing, you know. And then the infirmary you supposed to be taking care of them anyway. I'm just not understanding, you know, why she don't want to, you know, it don't make no sense of why she don't want to do her job. And then she's not a team player either. I work with the other nurses. Even if somebody comes up from a party that I'm taking care of, somebody comes up there, we both do them. You know, like if I need to do an EKG on them or whatever, you know, one of us to do EKG, the other one do the vital sign. And I don't even ask them to help me. They come in there and, you know, we knock them out. And that's how we work. When I work with anybody, we go in there and do the work, knock them out, you know, do what we're supposed to do, whatever. Her, shoot, if I got somebody that's complaining of chest pain, I do the EKG, I do the vital sign, which I mean, I can do it all, but I'm just saying, she's not a team player. She's not going to come over there and assist or whatever. None of that. So guess what? I don't ask her nothing about nothing. I don't ask her if she needs any help. I don't say anything. We don't even talk. I said, and that's pitiful. You work on a job and you can't even talk to your workmate or whatever. But we don't talk. If it's something about if it's something, like I said, because if somebody called over there, she wants to refer them to me. And so then, and see, I didn't even know anything was going on. I went over there to do insulin. And so they checked the diabetics for, and give them the insulin. So I went over there. And so the officer was telling me, you know, when I called her over there about somebody's, what they had issues they going on. So she going to tell me to call you. And the officer was like, he said, he said, I'm not finna do my friend like that. No, I ain't. And so that's why he told her the supervisor said to call her number like that. And then said after she came over there to see if the medic came over there. Now you can walk over there to see if the medic came over there. Why you can't walk over there to see the patient? I don't get that. I don't understand that. Why you can't walk over there to see the patient? And we're like right there beside. I mean, we're on one side and the other and then it's on the other side. The infirmary's on the other side. So all you have to do is just walk around the corner. You there. Easy as that. The medic has to come a little ways over there. So why would you call the medic when all you have to do is just walk over there? And you ain't doing nothing. That's my whole point. You're not doing nothing. You're not busy or anything doing nothing. You're just sitting down. That's all you're doing. And so after she went over there and they told her that the medic had been over there, and then she told her, well, any other issues over here, told them to call me. And they said, oh, no, we won't be doing that. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And they said she done ran everybody off that worked there. But one thing about me is she ain't going to run me nowhere. I'm going to be there. But like I said, I just want to, you know. So like I said, I said, you know what? I said, let me talk to the supervisor. I said, so when I go to work on Monday, I said, I'm going to talk to the supervisor about the situation. And like I said, I feel like they're not going to do anything because she comes to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. But I had to update y'all on the situation after I do it. But I just want y'all to leave down in the comments how would y'all handle the situation. That's what I want y'all to do. Just leave it down in the comments, because I've been ignoring, you know, been ignoring and just going over there. But you know, I've seen that when I got stuff to do, you know, she don't want to go over there. You know what I mean? It's just not, like I said, everybody else, we work together. Or if one busy, the other one go. Because if the other nurse is busy doing something and they need somebody over there, I'll go over there. I have no problem. But it's when you're not doing anything, you don't want to go over there, period. That's it. You just don't want to go over there. You're not busy. So leave in the comments how y'all would handle the situation. Because like I said, I am going to go to the supervisor, but just what I've seen since I've been there, you know, I don't think they're going to do anything, because like I said, because she shows up to work, because she comes. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to go to the supervisor and talk to her about it. And, you know, but like I said, you can tell by people's attitude or whatever, how they is, if they're going to do anything about it or whatever. So, yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to get y'all opinion about that. So we got the face mask on. Yep. Let's see. That's how she is. Yep. Okay. So got this on. And once we do this, then we're going to do the under eye. So let's stay on the 15 minutes. So I'm just reading the instructions. Leave on 20 minutes. Then remove the face mask and gently pat remaining into skin. No need to rinse. So, all right. So we're going to let this stay on here. All right. But yeah, so that's all. That's like I said, that's the thing that I'm dealing with now, is this one person, this one lady. She's older than me, like that, not that much older. She's probably in her 60s or something, like probably about 60 or something. I don't think she's older than 60, or she's close to 60, because she doesn't, you know, look like it. But yeah, so that is my dilemma, what I'm dealing with. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about it and see how y'all would handle the situation. Is there anything different than going to the supervisor? You know, because like I said, I done said stuff to her. It doesn't, you know, yeah. That's why I sit there. We don't talk to each other. We don't say nothing. If it's anything medically, you know, whatever, you know, if it's something medically, I'll say. But other than that, no, we don't conversate. We don't say nothing. She's in one place sitting down, and I'm sitting at the nursing station. And so that's how we be every day. Not every day, but the days I work with her. Yep, that's how it is. And just like emails have to take off orders. Sometimes we have to take off orders. The doctor email orders for a patient. She don't even take them off. I go on down, and there's the orders. She don't take them off. And then one night she gonna write them down. Don't write them down. Come bring them to me. Are these some orders that need to be taken off? What? I said, and what's wrong with you? Why you can't take them off? You ain't doing nothing. But she wanna be charge nurse, but there ain't no charge nurse. There's no charge nurse. And it don't matter that you've been there longer than me. That don't mean you can write stuff down, come bring it to me. well, I tell you, she is a piece of work. I'll be glad my days I have to work with her. I'll be glad when them days is over. Because once them days is over, I feel a lot better. But when I be working with her, it just, it makes you feel some type of way when you work with somebody that's being a butt all the time. Every time you work with them and they don't want to do no work, they don't want to do what they supposed to do. I'm sure y'all worked with somebody like that before. But yeah. So I think this has been on long enough. So I'm going to take it off my face. I'm going to take it off. Okay. And so it says pat the rest of it in. What's on your face, pat it in. Okay. We're going to put the under eye on. And the thing about it, I don't have any issues with people. Every place I've worked, I've never had any issues with nobody. They do their work, I do my work, we work together, know what I'm saying? It's just, so, I don't know. This is just something new for me to deal with. So, yep. So that's that. So, like I said, I can't wait to read in the comments what y'all suggestions y'all give me. Hold on just a minute. Let me get my scissors because I just dropped them on the floor. Yeah, I can't wait to read y'all suggestions on what I should do if it's something different than, like I said, talking to the supervisor. That's what I'm gonna do. So I just opened this up, okay? My under eye. So let's take this out. And put this under my eye here. Okay. The other one. I need to do a mask so bad because I hadn't did one in a while. So I thought I'd do one today. I said, let me do one. I said, because I haven't done them in a while. I need to do one. Okay, so that's my eye. And then I'm going to put the one on my lip. But how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I hope y'all are doing good and everything is going well with everybody. All right, so this is the lip. Just pulling it off here and put on my lip. Okay. All right, so got that on my lip. So yeah, we're doing a little something this morning. I try to, take care of our skin. It's so important to take care of your skin. You only have one face, so I'm trying my best to keep my face together as I, get older every year. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm not, I don't worry about getting older every year. I just want to keep myself together. That's mostly. I just want to, keep everything intact. Because as of now, I don't take any medication for anything. No high blood pressure, no diabetes, no cholesterol. So, I'm doing really good now. So yeah, I've never had to take any of that. So I want to remain, the same. Yep. I know when I go to the doctor, the doctor said, he said, I think you're the healthiest patient I have. He said, because he's all your labs always good. You know, and, I haven't had to put you on any medication or anything. So I was like, I'll try to, I don't want to take any medicine my own self, because I just don't want to be responsible and have to think every day, oh, I got to take this, I got to take that. I just rather not. So I'm glad that I don't take any medicine, so I have to be thinking about that. So, yep. I'll pull this up a little bit on my lip. It's not even all the way on my lip. Let's see. There you go. Get it on my lip. There we go. Got it on there. Okay. All right. I think this probably is gonna do me. I think this is gonna be fine. But yep. Well, y'all, I'm gonna sit here a little while longer with my little mask on, but I just wanted to get on here and show you these Juicy Couture mask and underarm mask that I was going to be using on my video today. On my face, I mean. So I just wanted to share it with y'all. So I'm going to wait a little longer and take this off. But I'm not going to hold y'all up anymore because I don't want my video to be too long. But yeah, I look forward to reading y'all comments at in the comment section on my dilemma. All right. Well, until next time, everyone have a good day. Bye.